A very good morning, my dear children. I welcome you all in the online English class. In previous class, I already started the lesson nouns. In last class, we already studied about kinds of noun, that is common noun, proper noun, collective noun, abstract noun and material noun. So today we are going to study about countable nouns and uncountable nouns. So at first we see what is countable nouns. So countable nouns are things that you can count. So countable nouns we can count. We can use a or an in front of countable nouns, nouns that have a plural form. See the examples: a book, an elephant, a chair, a car. So in front of these examples we can use a or an. So countable nouns always we can count, and we can use a or an in front of countable nouns, and nouns that have a nouns that have a plural form. In countable nouns we can use how many in questions. See the example: how many pencils do you have in your pencil box? We can use a lot of. We can use with countable nouns. See the example: she has a lot of dresses. So we can use how many, a lot of with countable nouns. Countable nouns can be a singular or plural. If a countable noun is a singular, we can write, see the example, banana. And if a countable noun is plural, we can write bananas. So countable nouns are things we can count. So we can say one banana or two bananas. So you can see some more examples of countable nouns that relates with singular and plural: apple, apples, pineapple, pineapples, cucumber, cucumbers, strawberry, strawberries, grape, grapes. So these all are relates with countable nouns because we can count. So now we just see usage of countable nouns. When a countable noun is plural, we can use it alone. See the example: I like oranges. Bottles can break. So when a countable noun in plural form, we can use it alone. We can use some, any with countable nouns. See the example: I have got some dollars. Have you got any pens? We can use a few, many with countable nouns. See the examples: I have got a few dollars. I haven't got many pens. So we can use a, and, some, any, many, a few, lots of with countable nouns. Now we just see what is uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns are things that we cannot count. You can see the examples: metal, milk, money. These all are related with uncountable nouns. So, what are uncountable nouns? Uncountable nouns are things that cannot be counted, so they only have singular form. See the example: some rice, some tea, etc. So, we cannot count milk. We can count bottles of milk or liters of milk, but we cannot count milk itself. So, uncountable nouns are things that cannot be counted and always they have in singular form. We can use how much with uncountable nouns. See the example: how much money do you have? We can use a little with uncountable. See the example: I have a little money. We can use some. We use with uncountables too. So see the example: she has some cheese in her sandwich. So we can use how much, a little, some, plenty of, much, a lot of, little with uncountable nouns. Now you can see some more examples of uncountable nouns. Coffee, fruit, soup, beer, scissors, rain, money, butter, soap, paper, snow, sand. These all are related with uncountable nouns. You can see some more examples. A glass of water, a glass of juice, a handful of peanuts, a handful of popcorns. So these all are related with uncountable nouns. So a smaller number of nouns do not typically refer to things that can be counted, and so they do not regularly have a plural form. These are known as uncountable nouns. It is not possible to count uncountable nouns. So now the next is noun gender, that relates with masculine, common, feminine and neuter. So what are gender nouns? Nouns used for males, that is masculine nouns. Nouns used for females, that is feminine nouns. Nouns used for males and females, that is common gender nouns. And nouns used for things but not people or animals, that is neuter nouns. So masculine gender denotes all those of the male kind. Feminine gender denotes all those of the female kind. Common gender denotes applied to animate things. Neuter gender denotes inanimate things or whatever is without life. So a noun that denotes the male sex is said to be the masculine gender. So the example: man, actor, king, brother, uncle. So a noun that denotes with the male person is said to be the masculine gender. See the some more examples. Of masculine gender: horse, king, monk, bullock, ram, tailor, wizard, drone, etc. So, the noun or pronoun that denotes only a male person or animal is called masculine gender. A noun that denotes a female is said to be the feminine gender. For example, girl, mother, cow, lioness, etc. So these all are examples of feminine gender. So feminine gender always relates with she, and masculine gender always relates with he. You can see the example of masculine gender. Boy is masculine gender, grandfather is masculine gender, but girl is feminine gender. Girl is feminine gender. Grandmother is feminine gender. Grandfather is masculine gender. Boy is masculine gender. So you always remember that masculine gender always relates with he, and feminine gender always relates with she. The next one is common gender. Common gender refers to member of species that can be male or female. These can be either male or female, like teacher, child, worker, friends, cousin, neighbor, etc. So, a common noun that refers to male or female sex is said to be of the common gender. For example, friend, student, parent, person, cousin, baby, etc. So, a common noun that refers to a male or a female. That's why we can say that is common gender. And you can see the example like friend, student, parent, person, cousin, baby. These all are related with common gender. Common gender noun. So see the examples. So common gender examples for relates with for male or female or an animal. Male, female or an animal. The next is neuter gender. Neuter gender. On neuter gender, maleness and femaleness doesn't apply. These are neither male nor female, like book, table, pen, gold, school and rock. Means these are usually non-living things. Means neuter gender relates with non-living things. Here are some more examples of neuter gender noun. Hospital, school, knife, chair, cave, float, phone, fire, pen, stick. These all are non-living things. So that's why these all relates with neuter gender nouns. Now come to the next one, that is possessive nouns. So, a possessive noun is a noun that shows ownership or possession of things or qualities. So, Possessive nouns are those nouns that show possession. Possessive nouns are used to show ownership. In singular nouns, person, place, thing or idea, we add apostrophe and s after the noun. So, singular possessive nouns are when one person, one place or one thing has ownership of something else. And to make a singular noun possessive, just add an s. You just see the example: cat's paws, store's clothes, girl's desk, beach sand, child's toy, etc. So, all of these words are examples of singular nouns that have ownership of something else. So they are known as singular possessive noun. So what are plural possessive nouns? Plural possessive nouns are when two or more people, places or things have ownership or something else. To make a singular noun possessive, just add an apostrophe after the s of the plural noun. So, you can see the examples of plural possessive nouns. Cat's paws, store's clothes, girl's desk, beach sand, flowers petals. So all of these examples of plural nouns that have ownership of something else, so they are known as plural possessive nouns. So, when we forming a possessive noun, if it is a common noun, add s. So, if it is when we forming a possessive noun, if it is a common noun, we can add s. You can see the examples: dog's house, book's words, girl's dolls, bird's chicks, car's engine, sister's room, Jim's pen, my mom's bag, etc. So, in plural nouns, if the noun ends in s, add, we can write boy's ball, table's legs, girl's hands, etc. And if the noun doesn't ends in s, add, we can write woman's bag, children's doll, men's shoes, etc. So we can see the more example of singular noun possessive: man, man's, dog, dogs, and plural noun possessive: woman, women's, doctors, doctors. You just see how it is used, the apostrophe with s. So, a possessive noun shows who or what has something. A possessive noun is a noun that possesses something. In most cases, a possessive noun is formed by adding an apostrophe, means plus s, add s to the noun, or if the noun is plural and already ends in s, only an apostrophe needs to be added. So I hope you all are understand. So children, today I am going to stop here. In next class I will continue the exercise part of this lesson. Thank you and have a great day.